Well, hello people, it's March 2016 and here is the backyard orchard update. This is the almond tree. We just started having a nice weather the past 2 weeks, about 60 degrees, and there is almost 30 more days until the last frost day for this area. So this is too soon, but hey, gotta enjoy it. Beautiful flowers coming. Now this is the only one in the backyard that is flower like this. From the first flower until this has been around 5 days. It's just totally beautiful. I'm gonna show you another perspective. This is how it looks from far away. Another shot. Now this tree has been in the backyard for about 2.5 years. 2.5 years. I bought it online, and if you see the previous videos, you see how much has grown. In fact, I gotta double check. I don't think it's been here for 2.5 years. I want to say 1.5. Now let's move on to the next one. Well, here is the apple tree. Granny Smith. Not too much going on. Got a couple of branches. I pruned it the past fall, and I give it this kind of vase shape instead of the central leader. So got some tips coming up, but not too much yet. Now I'll tell you what, 2 months from now this is going to be all bloom, all leafy. And as you can see, the day is kind of ugly too. A lot of rain coming up. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, this is the fig stick. This hasn't done nothing. I know, I saw something popping out. Oh, here it is, yeah. There's a little thing coming up. Let's see how much it grows this season. But I'm thinking take it out of here and put a bigger one and just put this one in a pot and give it to one of my friends. So that's a little brown turkey fig. This is my other success fruit for trees. This is a peach 3. Now this one is coming on. Look at this. A lot of green tips everywhere. I wish it wasn't this cloudy so you guys can see a little bit better. This thing is coming nice. Lots of green tips. Now I pruned this one to be in a V shape as well, but I mean, I like this. This is beautiful. Now let's move on. Oh, right here. Here is the garden. I still have some of the Orsak strawberries from last year. In fact, I put some potatoes in the back, all the way over there. I just planted those a few days ago. So we'll see. I also planted a row of lettuce right there. So we'll see what happens in the next couple of days. But I have 6 more plants, 6 more strawberries that are going to be planted probably back here. 3 and 3. My son loves them. And then the veggies, I'm going to put it in this one. I'm experimenting. I'm going to keep all the vines last year. Like last year I have vines all the way over there. And in the back I have some of my greens like tomatoes and peppers. And a lot of like lettuce down here at the bottom. But this time I'm just going to run cucumbers, melons, and squash or pumpkins back there. So just vines back there, and try to keep the tomatoes and peppers here, and some of my sun fruits in the back, and some potatoes back there. Well, this is the Bing cherry tree. I think this time it should have something. This one has been here for 3 years, or 2.5 to be exact. It has grown about 18 inches per year. So it's a slow grower, but it's coming along. Now I know that these should be cherries. I make a mistake in the first year when I planted. The following season I took all of those, so the tree can concentrate in growing a little bit more, and kind of did. This time I'm just gonna leave it alone. But see the previous videos as well, and you will see what happened last year. Last year I didn't have not even a flower. It was just straight green shots. I mean green leaves. Yep, back here is gonna be all the vines. Pumpkin, melons, cucumbers, cantaloupe, all here. So I have to continue on cleaning up a little bit more. Still, in fact, you see over there, those were skins from tomatoes from the last season. Alright, here is another apple tree. This is a grafted. It has Gala, Fuji, and some other ones. It's on the green tip stage, and I have to cut one of the, it was a central lizard initially, but because it's a grafted tree, got a couple of branches on the side, so I leave it kind of like a little bush, hopefully to see what happened in this season and prune accordingly. But this is the grafted one. See what happened in a couple of weeks from now. Now this guy right here, this is the pear tree. I did some pruning on this one on the first year, kind of didn't know what exactly to do. Got a lot of water shots in the second season, cut them all out, put some weights on the branches, and the branches kind of came like that. And it kind of like shaped kind of ugly, but last year produces about 8 pears. The first season produces a whole lot more, and this time I think it should be good. Should get a lot of them. It's blooming all over the places. Unlike last year, gotta put a lot of fertilizer. This time I'm just gonna put a little bit. Because I mean they're all growing great. They're taking all the nutrients from the ground, and I think it should be good. So I don't want to put too much fertilizer this time. I already got it on the size that I wanted. Now it's just matter of manage the growth. Alright, pear tree right here. Let's see what happened. Now on this corner, on the other hand, if you remember from previous videos, I planted 3 berries in here. I planted over there red raspberry, blackberries, and everbearing red raspberries. If you guys remember last year or the previous videos, they go pretty nice and intense. Now this guy right here, I mean, this thing just grew all over. It's just a single cane right now. I mean, it was when I got it initially. But that thing is going all over the places. In fact, I have some side shots coming out in here. Initially, this was a branch that came out of it, and it touches the ground at one point. And when I went to prune it, I stick it out from the ground, and I noticed that it was growing roots. So I left it, and look at that. Of course, I cut it somewhere in here. There you go. Cut it in here. But this thing is growing. So now that's my backup when that main cane right there decided to die, because this is a last year cane. But I mean, that thing just went all over the places. All over. Look at that. All the way over there. Beautiful. And on top over there. And also this one. This is red raspberry. pretty well. I mean, this one took over, just went to the back there. I mean, it went everywhere. And just like the blackberry, that one touched the ground at some points, and it grew some little like runners. So those are new veins, I mean, new canes from last year. Hopefully this year they will produce something, but I can see already that they're trying to come out, kind of like this guy here. So what I'm hoping is that temperature doesn't drop next couple of weeks, because we still have one more month before the last frost on average. So let's see what happens. But if you guys remember last year, I mean, the whole, like, you can barely see the fence because that was just taking all over. And I kind of like make a trellis system over there, and back here, and up there. I mean, and that was just completely all green. I mean, all the way over here, we got like branches coming out with blackberries and stuff. Just see the previous videos. Now, I don't know, like I say before, I don't know what this guy hit down there in the ground, because this thing has just grown just too fast. I want to say this was the second to the last tree that I planted, and it just, I mean, this thing just took all over. I mean, it's just huge. And because I saw it growing so fast, you know, I start chopping down, you know, branches and stuff. And man, I mean, I don't know if, well, of course, because I got those. Got this one, another branch. This was like a hand coming out like this. Branches going. But this right here, I mean, this guy is like about an inch thick. This is about 2.5. I mean, and this guy just been here for about, I mean, a year, I want to say, year and a half maybe. This is a Santa Rosa plum. Just beautiful. I mean, this is huge. I'm gonna give you another shot in a minute. There you go. I mean, this thing is like way up there. It's about 15 feet from the ground right there. At the highest, maybe more. Well, if you guys remember this one, this is the the yellow raspberry. I also bought this one about 2 years ago. It's a full yellow raspberry. This thing just grew beautiful. I mean, it's just amazing how much raspberries we got out of it. I kind of put this trellis system. I know it's not the best one, but I noticed that anytime this touches the ground, I mean, one of the branches touches the ground, they just grow. Kind of like what happened right there. That was before the branch that touched the ground, and it just sucked roots. But this is just growing amazing, and I know I'm gonna have to prune this one very heavily, because this one grows so huge and humongous. It's just amazing. Now this is the last one. This is a pear tree. This is a grafted type. You got like 4 of them. I don't even know which ones they are. I got it written down inside the house in my notebook, but just can't remember. This year I'm gonna cut some of the branches, because as you can see, I mean, they're growing close together, but because it's grafted, I gotta be very careful which ones I cut, because I could cut a whole variety just by cutting a branch. I can just probably chop it down a little bit and just have one side shot and let the other one go, but we'll see. But this one is growing awesome. You know, the best part that I like from these trees that I have is that I pay very cheap, but we'll say, you know, probably pay about $7 for that one. Got it out in one of the big box stores on special. That one right there. Oh, I didn't talk about this one. Ooh, everybody, I didn't forget about you. So this is a sour cherry. Yeah, this was for sure the last one. That's why I almost forget about it. I got it because last year I thought that The sweet cherry didn't produce anything because it needed a companion. And I did some research and I found out that this type is a companion for the other one, so I got it. And hopefully we'll see what happens this year. Again, this is all experimenting that I'm doing here. I just kind of like it. So that was a sour cherry, and this guy right here is a persimmon, Fuji type. Just like I stated before, this one blooms around late May. I mean, like very late in season. But I haven't get any fruit out of it yet. I know it's still growing. I mean, it's doing very well. Kind of fix this a little bit here because this guy was going like sideways, and I managed to pull that one out, stake it down, because it was kind of like a T-shape and kind of straight up a little bit. So this year I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to probably attach something here or in one of the branches and let it grow a little bit, because I know this one grows very huge and I don't want it to be interfering with the little pathway that I have here. So that's the persimmon, and that was a bee that just passed by. So you can see, you know, right now it's not very nice, but it's gonna come along. So see what happened. In a minute I show you guys the plants that I have in the pots. Alright, here we go. That's thyme, of course. These are tomatoes that I saved seeds from last year that they were planted over there. These are grape tomatoes, beef steak. Back here, all get seeds from cantaloupe, watermelons, honeydew, and I have right now some pumpkins growing up back here. This is my little guava. Mayor lemon. I think it was so hot and, you know, missing humidity inside the house during the winter, so it lose all the leaves, but still alive. You know? Pomegranate, dwarf type. This was one of the pepper plants that I have back there. Pepper plants. This was one of the pepper plants that I have planted back there. What I did this time is, instead of leaving them over there to die from the first frost, I took it out and tried to keep it alive during the winter season, and it actually, as you can see, survived. So that's one less plant that I have to grow from seeds like I do with the other ones. Here is another pepper plant that I have. Here is my orange. Here is my pomegranate. I mean, not pomegranate, oh my gosh, my grapefruit. Rosemary. Didn't made it, but I still optimistic that it may come out somewhere down there. So, I mean, it's not dry yet. I mean, it doesn't have any leaves, but it's still green. Like, if you cut a branch, it's still green inside. So that's why I haven't just get rid of it. Period. Got my what is this one? My cucumbers in here. Okay. Hand smells good. Awesome. All that rosemary. Took this plant earlier just to figure out which one it was, and just by smelling it, it was cucumber. So kind of throwing this one. So yeah, the cucumbers. This is my banana, dwarf type. Didn't have any blueberries, so I get some blueberries. I got two types. You got the names over there. I have my grapes in here. Hold on, Simon, I'm making a video. So here's my grapes. This is that type right there. Of course, that's my wife in the background talking. Here are the Thompson. So I'm going to be planting those this time. Oh, this is a flame. Here is my Cuban oregano. Not doing very well right now because I replanted. Here is my mint. Got some of them coming back. Here is my this is another type of mint. It's not mint, it's jeez, I forgot the name. Let me smell it. It's like chocolate mint, that's what I'm saying. And then I have some of the other veggies coming in here. Some pumpkins, some peppers. Peppers right here. I mean, I got a couple of them coming up. It's a little like orange that I have more type. Here is more fall yellow raspberry. Tomatoes back there. More peppers from last year. So I got a couple of them. Well guys, that's my update for this time. Hope you guys enjoy it. See you all next time.